Good evening.
Tonight, we're going to talk about that part of Chinuch, actually, almost I think even the main part. To believe in yourself. And I will explain soon what I mean. It's very difficult to give a chinuch to boundaries and to rules. And it's extremely difficult for parents that didn't do it when the child was in the early stages. Now, when the child is already 7, 8, they want to start to implement all kinds of rules. That's going to be difficult. So what is required from us, the parents? It demands from us to be consistent. From the parents and from the children. And it's not easy task. It's difficult. We know that. We know that. So, many times when we speak to parents, the parents expressing that they are giving up and they have doubts about what we're saying to them, how to meaning the advices that we give, they have a lot of doubts. And the parents are saying as follows. Yes, it makes sense. We have to give the children love, and the message have to be with love, with patience, yes. We need emunah, yeah. And we have to approach the kids with pleasantness, but in the same token, with toughness. How do you do it? It sounds very nice. I can hear, but to exercise it every day, I can't. Many parents will tell you, by us, it doesn't work. We're trying, it doesn't work. Because we have a difficult child. And what we're saying over here, it doesn't work with our child. Because the child gets angry, he shows resentment, I don't want it, resistance. He is hitting his little brothers and sisters. and he's not agreeing to nothing that what we tell him. We cannot even put him in bed at nighttime. And he's only 9 years old. What's going to happen when he grow up? Yes, we have to give him love and to encourage them and to compliment them. Okay, fine, good. Only if I could have given it to him. He doesn't want even to hear our compliments. He doesn't believe us. How can we give him if he doesn't want to accept? Can you recognize what I said until now?
Yes, yes.
The child is not cooperative, not at all. And we labeled him already as a difficult child. He doesn't care for compliments, he doesn't care for anything. Rules doesn't work on him. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Very hard question.
I know. So first of all, we have to start to work. First of all, we have to change. Something over here is not okay. We have to make the change. Almost every book that you read about psychology, they say your life is an outcome of your thoughts. Whatever you have here, that's how your life will look. Our life is the product of our thoughts. The thoughts that we have in our mind will design the reality that we are in. The same child that I told you now, yes, for one parent, it's going to be a disaster because that's what he had in mind. For the other parent, it'll be a nice challenge. I said, okay. Meaning he will not cave in. Why? Because he has a different way of thinking. Every teacher knows when you get into the classroom, if you give a message and the kids can see it right away, the Rabbi or the Mora got into the classroom, they show that they know what they're doing with confidence, and they are in control, they can do order and discipline the class in no time. When the teacher feels tired and he is afraid that the student will take advantage of him, what do you think will happen?
The student will take advantage of him. His thoughts become a reality.
Yes, very good. Meaning, our thoughts will design our life. When a parent saying to himself, he's thinking to himself, I don't know what to do with this child. How many times did you hear it?
Many times.
Right?
Sometimes we say it.
I don't know what to do with this child. So you will never know what to do. Why? Why? Now we're talking psychology.
Is it because you already pre-programmed yourself not to know what to do?
Very good. Meaning I'm saying to myself already, yeah, I don't know what to do. He shut the door, he locked the door from the chokhmah, from the wisdom. Everybody have an inner chokhmah. We blocked our ability to think by saying, I don't know what to do with the child. The moment that you say, I don't know what to do, that's it. You're locking the door. Because it's a fact now.
Rav,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
What if you really don't know what to do and you seek advice? Is that the same thing as not having knowledge? Or
So the door is not locked.
meaning we're not complaining about it, but we're being proactive to do something about it?
Don't say, I don't know.
So we should say,
okay, I need help.
uh-huh. Okay. Thank you, Rav.
So now, machshava, meaning the thoughts, is creating reality. If we're choosing to go back to the past, to get angry, and to be moral on all the difficulties that we have with this child, you're gonna get stuck in the swamp and you will never be able to get out of it. He said, I'm a failure. I didn't know what to do with my kids. I don't know. I don't want to know. Even if they're going to offer you to go to a course, that's not for me. Meaning you declaring on yourself as a failure. And we know the problems, and we know why the child is like that. And we know that we don't have a patient. We know everything. But we're stuck, unable to move. Why? Because you said, I cannot do it. I don't fit for the job. You give up. But on the other hand, if you make a decision, okay, the past is already past. We didn't know what to do with the child, everything else. Okay, fine. The milk is already spilled. You don't cry on milk that's spilled already. Let's take action for the future. So at least the future will be healthy. Then you're going to be successful. But you have to be with courage and don't let the doubt eating you. You know, doubt is something that can drive a person crazy. Should I go? I should not go. Should I do it to my kids or I should not do it to my kids? Maybe it's good for my kids. Maybe it's not good for my kids. You're not going to get anywhere. You have a motto, powerful one, and it's in our hands to put the engine on, and we're going to find out how much koach we have to change the situation. But that's called positive thinking. I can do it. We have to create the reality. The reality until now, who created it? The chaos in the house, who created it?
Ourselves.
So if we created the chaos, can we create a different atmosphere?
Yes.
Yes.
The same way I did this, the same way I can do this.
Right. But are we going to do the right thing?
Yes, you can. You have to believe in yourself. Why are we so hesitant? Parents, why are you so hesitant?
I think we're afraid of making a mistake.
So what? Everybody making mistakes.
So how do we get rid of that thought of being uncertain within ourselves? Like self-talking, saying that we could do it and just positive.
You can do it. If Hashem gave you a child and this is the child, you can do it.
Rav, how do you know which direction is going to be okay for your child?
I'm not looking now for direction. I'm looking for discipline.
Discipline. Okay. Sorry.
Why don't we believe in ourselves? I'm asking you a question. And I need a good answer.
Because it's hard, Rabbi. It's very difficult. Not a good answer.
You see, the more difficult it is, the more capable you are.
Oh, that's will give us confidence. If we think that way.
Absolutely. Tell me something. Why a shoter he is exempt from all the mitzvot.
Because he doesn't realize what's going on.
He's not capable.
He's not capable.
So for him, not feeling, no Shabbat, no kashrut, he can do whatever he wants. Why? He's a shoteh. So, but we capable. So why we thinking that we're not? So first of all, we have to work on ourselves, or we have to work on our kids.
On ourselves.
That's it. It's a clear message tonight. We, the parents, if we have confidence, if we believe in ourselves, so I will not be ashamed to take any course, any information, and I'm going to implement it with no doubts. Okay. Many people, they can hear as it's good, it sounds good, but I don't think it's good for my kids. She decided already that it's not good for her kids. How do you know? Because that's what she have over here. Oh, my kids are unusual. If you're going to show confidence of what you're doing, if you believe in yourself, your house will change dramatically. You have to believe in yourself that you are authority, that you know how to love a child. Don't you understand? Don't you believe that we have a part of God inside of you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
We have a neshama. This is a koach from Hashem.
The child is part of us.
Not only the child, we have part of koach of Hashem. How can you say I cannot do it?
Right. Mhm.
Meaning, if you're saying you cannot do it, meaning Hashem also cannot do it. The inner koach that I have in myself, yes, not enough to deal with this child. How can it be?
Hashem doesn't make mistakes.
No.
We are the perfect person for this situation.
So here we go.
Mhm.
Do you know that all the neshamot were on Mount Sinai when Hashem gave the Torah?
Yes.
Even the neshamot that not born yet. All of us were there. We do not remember, yes, but we were there. All of us said, Naaseh benishma.
Yes.
Did you say it?
Yes, Rav.
Okay? So any child in your house is ready to accept authority.
Yes.
Why? No,
Because they proclaimed it at Har Sinai.
exactly. In Mount Sinai, they say, Na'aseh v'nishma. We will obey the rules. So they have it inside or no?
Definitely.
Yes, definitely. Yes. We all have it inside us. Right.
Yes. No, no, no. So why are we giving up? Look at the kid's eyes. Look at them. Deep inside. Look at it. He have a sparkle of Hashem inside of his eyes. He's able, he's capable. This one, this, we telling ourselves we cannot do it. Oy, 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 oy. If something will get me off my chair, this is the only thing that I can hear and I can fall off my chair. Bemet. What you talking? Don't say it, please. Now, when you're going now to change the rules in the house, I hope that after 2 years that I'm bombarding you almost every night with classes and everything. I hope that things starting to change and you're changing the rules of the house. I hope so.
Yes, Rav, slowly.
So when you're asking the child to do something, don't think about the past. The starting point is now. And to believe in the child, this is the motto. When Ima going to the kids' room, they're playing. She's standing by the door. I said, kids, it's time to eat, please. So she have to believe I'm going now there. I'm saying what I'm saying, and I know that my kids will come. In the majority of the cases, it will happen. Why? Because you're thinking positive already. Why are we saying all the time, Emunah, Emunah, Emunah? What is Emunah?
Believing?
Living in whom?
In
That
ourselves.
Do we
Yes,
have
that's-
a neshama?
Yes.
Are we part of Hashem also?
Yes.
We are Gilgul and Neshamot from the Har Sinai, you're saying?
No, all the neshamot were there.
All
But-
the, there is
The
no
time to come to the world did not arrive yet.
Rav, do you mean the Tzelo Elokim, a piece of Hashem?
Ma?
Tzelo Elokim, a piece of Hashem in us? that-
Neshama that you have is Tselem Elokim.
there are no more new Neshamot, you're saying that we are.
Leave the neshamot new one out. Do we have part of Hashem inside? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, Hashem can do everything.
Yes.
Yes.
Why we saying we cannot do?
Because we don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe in Hashem.
There's a problem.
Because we are not Hashem.
You're not Hashem, but you have to understand Hashem gave you a part of him.
Does that mean we're limiting Hashem when we don't believe in ourselves?
Yes, exactly.
So we have to think that we are like Hashem
Not like Hashem,
because
but
we have a part of
it.
him.
Hashem gave us part of his koach to use it.
So if we believe that, it's gonna come true.
See, all the courses, positive thinking, positive thinking. This is positive thinking.
Yeah, but then the negative takes over. The Yetzer Hara takes over us.
Meaning you don't believe in yourself.
If you have emunah, you have to believe in yourself, you mean?
So, Rob, how do you build that confidence in yourself when you don't believe in yourself?
By being, you have to think how privileged you are, that you have part of Hashem in you. Which the Goyim don't have. Only we have it.
Only Yehudim have it?
Only you did.
Rob, does that
Yeah.
mean when we don't believe in ourselves, our children don't believe in themselves either?
Absolutely. They feel it.
If you don't have self-confidence, they won't have, you mean?
If you believe in yourself, right? You give, if you a teacher, you give it over to the students as well.
Right.
You're gonna teach them how to believe in themselves.
And
How
it-
many times you heard in the classroom, Mora, it's too difficult, I can't do it.
Many times.
What is your job?
To help them believe in themselves, lift them up.
That's it. That's it. You cannot do it. You? Come on. I don't believe you. Of course you can do it. And then I'll stop the class, okay? And I'll tell all the kids you have part of Hashem inside of you. Hashem can do everything. You can do everything also. These kids in your class, they'll wait for your class. Emunah is something very powerful, very powerful. Who have to ignite the parents. Opa. And the child enjoy the light that's coming out of there. So we have to believe in our children's abilities. Very fast, you're gonna find out what emunah can do. How do you think that people change?
By believing they can change?
The one who talks to them, he have to tell them, you like this because you gave up on yourself already. You don't know who you are. When a person all of a sudden reveals himself, what happened to people who are doing tshuva in a later age? 30s, 40s. What happened to them? Pithom they reveal a new person in me. Who was the other one? That was not me. All of a sudden you start to believe in yourself. I can do it. Wow. So you're changing the way that you dress, changing the way that you live, that you're changing the way that you eat. Everything is changed. Pithom, you can do it. A week before, you couldn't do it. What happened? What happened? I'm asking you. What happened?
A switch went on where you start believing in yourself?
I'm sitting outside and say, whoa, it's too much. It's too much. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. The person said, I cannot do it. He is already stuck into his. You remember the story, right? Avram.
Which one?
The child that had the rope inside his mouth.
Oh, yeah.
What did he say?
All his friends went home,
And
left him there by himself. And the man said, well, you can also go home. You're not
Yeah, but-
tied up. You take the rope out. It's in your head. It's in your head. You're not, it's all in our head.
You can't do it. Right.
Everything is in the cup.
everything is there. Don't you remember I told you about a neighbor that spoke to my mother? He said, how come you have 5 boys at home
Mhm,
and they're all quiet?
mhm.
They're listening to you.
Right.
They're helping you. What are you doing?
Yeah, and she said she was sending them to yeshiva, and
That's what
she
my mother
told
said,
him he
yes.
could do the same thing, and he
No.
probably said, I can't.
She said, no.
I can't.
So my mother said, why not? Because we're not religious. I can't do it.
We hear it all the time. We say to our relative, our siblings, and I said to my cousin, I said, you're already in your 70s. You know, you could start to learn a little bit now. I'll send you a video. I'll send you something. Oh, no. I have my Reform synagogue on the Zoom. That's all I need. I can't do it. He said, I can't do it. I can't do it. They say I can't do it.
That's it.
I don't know why.
They've already convinced themselves they can't do it.
We can't do it.
So their life, they design their life according to what they have here.
And our kids will tell us we didn't grow up like that. Like,
You can change.
You can change.
Yeah,
You
You
said
can.
on Mount Sinai, Naseh v'nishma.
right.
Mhm.
We can change.
whatever it is in life, whatever it is, if you say I can't do it, you'll never do it. You can't. It starts up here with saying I can do it. I can. Because what's going to keep me from doing it? Nothing really. There was nothing to keep me from doing it. If I imagine myself, if I'm standing in front of Hashem and Hashem's going to say, so, why didn't you get rid of your pants? What am I going to say to Hashem? What excuse would I have?
That's good.
And then I just said, I just went in my closet, took the pants, threw them in the bag. That's it, gone. I said, I need a sheitel. I drove, Rabbi Shai is my witness. I went in the car to Borough Park by myself. I was never there before in my life. I found a sheitel, a high-end sheitel person with the Hasidim there. And I made an appointment. I went, I got the sheitel, I came back to Connecticut.
Yeah.
Because if you say I can't, there's no reason why you can't do it, because you do it for other things. That's why.
Right, you put the
When-
effort in for others.
When women say I can't take my kids, it's usually, many times it's women that are running a whole company. So the things they want to do, it's no problem. I mean, I know because I know people, then I ask them for tzedakah and they're living in a $5 million home and I ask them for $18. They say, no, I can't do it. It's like, I don't understand it.
Yeah, I saw something very nice. Do you know the name Yitzhak Perlman?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
We saw him in concert.
yes, we saw him
Rabbi-
with Rabbi Kent
violinist, right?
Helfgott. We
With
saw
Cancer
him.
Health Card we saw him with.
He is handicapped, yes,
Yes,
Yes, he's in a wheelchair.
wheelchair.
Yeah.
One time he came to the Carnegie Hall. The place is packed.
Oh.
And he's starting to play. All of a sudden you hear boom, like a bomb. One of the string of the violin popped. Can happen.
Yeah.
Now, any other person that I know will step down, right? Either will try to fix it, or they're gonna have to say, we cannot go on with the concert. He sat there, it took him a minute. And he looks at the conductor. He told him, let's go. And now he is missing a string. He have to change the whole the symphony. He has to change it now. It was the best performance of his life. After he was done, it was a standing ovation for at least 10 minutes. People who understand, they gave him such a standing ovation for 10 minutes. And then they were asking him, how come you didn't quit? He said, there is no such a word. Whatever you have on your hands, you can do it. You can make the best of it. And that's what I did. He believed in himself. He believed in himself. He says, oh, the same symphony that I can do with a full one, I can do with one less. You see, this, you can appreciate something like that. Appreciate it. So we as parents, yes, kids are not easy, and we know that. We all know that. When they small, we can deal with them. When they're becoming teenagers, then they met, it's a challenge. Ooh, what is it a challenge? So if you're gonna say, ooh, now my child is a teenager, wow. You have to tell yourself, you manage with it. We'll take care of it. Right? And you go get education, this one, that one. They give you ideas, they give you advices, and don't say, maybe yes, maybe no. If it's coming from a good place, from an expert, so you have to understand that the expert, they have more experience than you are. And they believe in your kids more than you are. So if we believe in the child will do well. You know, I'm taking you years ago. The kids that came to my yeshiva, they didn't know anything. No. No yeshiva will accept them. I know this is Hashem kids. They have Korach inside. My job is to believe in them and to bring everything that they have outside. Hallelujah, everybody should do that. When a principal or teacher he cannot deal with the student, meaning Bechlal is not believing in the child. How can you do this to a child? Again, I'll tell you again and again. I am like that because I had a Rabbi that with all the craziness that I had, he believed in me. He told me one day you're gonna be a big stuff. I can see you with the mountain. You have it inside. You have it. Just pray for me that I'll be alive to see it. I was a different child. 2 months after the beginning of the year, I was a different child. Totally different. And from the most craziest class, we became the best class in the yeshiva. Why? Because this Rabbi, or in his mind was, you can do it. He said many times, I don't want to hear you, you cannot do it. I don't want to hear this. You all can do it. Time after time, he said that. And every child that said, something on the Gemara, he went, wow, 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 wow. Wow, I'm going to call you parents tonight. You're such a tzaddik, you have such a head. Oh. I remember until the end of 7th grade, the principal used to come every day to our classroom. Until this Rabbi came. This Rabbi came. This Rabbi came. We didn't see that the principal the whole year. What an experience it was. So the parents have to start to work on themselves, to tell themselves, it's doable, I'm capable, my kid has kochot, he has the power of Hashem. He was on Mount Sinai. He knows how to follow rules. He promised to follow rules. I am the problem. I don't know how to implement the rules. So let me go and learn how to implement rules. That's what we need. If we'll do that, your kids will be something to watch. So,
Telling them.
huh?
We should keep telling them that we believe in them.
First you believe in yourself.
Okay. Oh.
To say it's very easy, but they know if it's coming from a place that believe in himself or it's just telling us to believe in ourselves.
Rob, to me, it was like every day you have to get up and say that you're the captain of the family. And it's like a soldier, a captain in the army, like you said, blaming the soldiers. You can't, you're the older person. You have the seichel, you have the experience. You have to know what to do. And if you, like you said, you have to find out what to do, but you have to know the outcome is resting on your shoulders.
But correction, I think that your husband is the no.
Yeah. We're both doing it. Yes. Yeah.
But
He's the captain.
Mhm.
He is the captain.
He's the captain. I'm the co-pilot.
He is the captain.
He's the captain.
Yes, he is. And you the co-captain.
Co-captain,
Yes,
but I'm the mother captain.
yes.
He's the father captain.
We are ha'ikar, Rabbi.
Yeah, of course. Yes. Yes. He doesn't have to be that involved. Ima is always involved. Right? But he coming as a final authority.
Yeah. But
If
like
you're
you
not
said-
going to behave, Abba will come in.
Mhm. We have to be on the same page.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Kids understand this language very good. I understood it.
Yeah,
I understood it very well.
sure.
But even in our age, everything we're learning from you, we are still affecting our children. You know, there's still every day we are having an effect on them, even if it's one sentence. You know, we say Baruch Hashem, whatever we say. it's
We have to
affecting
learn from Rabbi Akiva. Drop,
Drop.
drop,
Mm,
drop. Pito, you see, boom, a big hole. That's it.
Yes.
little by
Yes.
little.
We're not coming with a hammer, boom, where is the hole? It doesn't go.
No.
No.
Bechinuch is drop,
drop
drop,
it.
lahat, lahat, opa.
Yeah.
I was actually
Okay.
going to ask about that with regards to like the speed at which somebody grows. Like if they start growing and then they realize that, oh, there's a different person now and they want to take on more mitzvot, but they also don't want to go too fast. So do you have anything to say about that?
What do you mean too fast?
Like to start growing very fast.
No. I'll tell you what it is. When you're taking upon yourself, let's say Shabbat, okay? So you have to make sure that Shabbat is already solid. It's not correct. I'm solid over there. I'm keeping it. Then we can move to the next one. But if you're gonna jump on 50 things in one shot, it's not gonna hold. It's not gonna hold. Most people fall because they jump on everything that they heard. That's why it's very much important that each one of you should have a Rav, a mentor to tell you, hey, you're too fast. You're too slow. It's time to move. Yeah. Somebody to show you the way. Which is very important, actually. Okay, Rabotai, our time is up. Unfortunately.
Rabbi, one question.
Yeah.
You don't want to disrespect the captain. What if the child asks the mother, like, you want me to, let's say, go to shul, but my dad doesn't go? Like, how do you answer the child without disrespecting the father?
Your father have to do with Hashem. He has his own cheshbon. You have your own cheshbon. You go to shul.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, thank you, Rabbi.
okay. Have a good night.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Rav.
Thank you
Really
so much.
appreciate it.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Good.
I'll
Rav.
see
Good
you.
night.
I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna
Yes.
start a new topic:
What was the topic, Rav?
rewards and punishment.